I'm fixing us a homemade pizza for supper. There is my homemade pizza dough, and the oven is not on fire. It's the lights flickering in there, and we got fried Italian sausage crumbles, some onion, mushrooms, banana peppers, chopped green pepper, and some leftover chopped ham. And there's some pizza sauce and some basil, and the cheese is in the fridge. So I'll let you see it when it's done. Homemade pizza night, supreme pizza at that. Except we don't have pepperoni, but it's still going to be good. Okay, here is one pizza ready to go in the oven. I got the littlest one in the oven. This is my first time making homemade pizza from like fresh dough with yeast and flour. When I was 10 years old, and my dad met my stepmother, who I can call my mom. You know, she's been a mom to me since I was pretty much 8, since I was 8. And she's been in my life since I was 8 years old, and I'm 50 now. And the very first thing she taught me how to cook when I was 10 years old was a homemade pizza. But we had Chef Boyardee boxes that had like the pizza dough mix in it. So, you know, we would make the dough, and then before we didn't bake the dough, you know, we would put the sauce on it and the toppings and then the cheese. We would bake it in the oven, and it was the best pizza in the world, and even better left over. I would sneak up in the middle of the night after they got married when I was 12, and she would make them. I would get up in the middle of the night, sprinkle salt on them, and, you know, and take them and snack on them late at night. But this particular recipe, using the yeast and flour, said to bake it first. And so I did bake one, and I didn't like the way that it turned out. So the second one that my husband just
This girl can cook.
My husband just brought a bunch of okra in from our garden. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're getting some veggies.
A little bit of bounty.
Yeah, a little bit of bounty. So anyhow, the pizza I got in the oven right now, I did it like the way my mom and I did. I just put everything on top of the dough and put it in the oven to bake. Because this one up here, the dough is, after I baked it, it's a little bit hard and too crispy. So we'll see how it turns out. But I think the littlest one in the oven, which I'll give you a little peek right there, I think that one's going to be really good. And we have about 12 seconds left. So we'll see how it is and let you know. Bye. Okay, there is the final product of the first pizza. And I like the way it turned out. I think the dough is going to be a little bit softer and enough to where we, you know, can chew it and won't be hard and crispy, because we're getting older, you know. Not a whole lot of teeth left.
Don't forget to get the okra seeds now for next year's crop.
My husband's getting some okra seeds cut up to save for next year. That's how we planted our okra, is from okra seeds from the garden. And our neighbor where we used to live started it. They gave us a when we had our very first garden, our neighbor gave us an okra that they had saved, and we cut it open and took the seeds out, planted them, and had a boatload of okra for the summer.
Now that's what we do. We get the seeds out for next year's
bounty. Get it ready for next year. But those are bigger. I don't remember the ones before being... But you know what? They were dried out. We should have let these dry out.
Well, I want to get them out so they don't mildew.
Oh, okay.
And let them naturally dry.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Then I'll bag them up in a little Ziploc, and next year we'll put them in the ground.
Sounds good. All right, I got our pizza done, baby. Homemade pizza on this Monday, July the 3rd. Today's the 3rd, yeah. All right. Happy 4th of July, y'all. Bye.
With attempted murder.
I love it when I nail something. Honey, what did you just say?
This is your best homemade pizza ever.
Is it? Oh, I'm so happy. That's awesome. There's my piece right there. And then I just took out the big one. Sorry, Jake. And I'll let you look at it. I just think it's going to be a lot harder crust, and it shrank in the pan. But hey, I love baking, and I love making stuff for my family, for my husband. So anyhow, there's that. This one I sprinkled a little basil on. Like I said, we didn't have pepperoni, and I didn't have any more mozzarella cheese, where that one I put mozzarella on it. So I had some like Fiesta blend. So I don't know how this one's going to taste, but hey, we'll try it, and it's a trial and error. Practice makes perfect. Have a happy 4th. All right, love you guys. Bye.